This woman walked into court demanding respect, like it was something the judge owed her. But within minutes, her calm smile started cracking. Because Judge Judy noticed one tiny detail in her story, and once she saw it, the entire courtroom knew this mother was not there for justice. She was there for control. The case looked simple at first. A young woman named Emily was suing her former neighbor, Patricia, for $1,500 in unpaid childcare, damaged property, and harassment. Emily looked nervous, holding a folder tightly against her chest. Patricia, on the other hand, looked completely relaxed. She sat with her chin high, lips pressed into a confident smile, like she had already won before the case even started. Judge Judy looked down at the paperwork, then looked over her glasses. "Miss Carter, you're suing for unpaid babysitting and damages." "Yes, Your Honor," Emily said softly. "I watched her 2 kids for almost 3 weeks. She promised to pay me every Friday, but she kept making excuses." Patricia immediately scoffed. Not loudly, just enough for everyone to hear. And that was the first sign. Notice how manipulators often don't attack directly at first. They use small sounds, facial expressions, little laughs. It's designed to make the other person feel stupid before they even finish speaking. Judge Judy turned her eyes toward Patricia. "You'll get your turn." Patricia smiled. "I just think this is ridiculous, Your Honor. I'm a mother. I was doing the best I could." The courtroom got quiet. That sentence sounded emotional, but it was also strategic. Patricia wasn't denying the debt. She was trying to change the subject from what she did to how hard her life was. Emily explained that Patricia had asked her to watch her children from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., while Patricia claimed she was working double shifts. At first, Emily felt bad for her. She said Patricia cried in her kitchen, saying she had no family, no help, and nobody respected single mothers anymore. "So, I helped her," Emily said. "But then, she stopped answering my texts when I asked about payment." Judge Judy leaned forward. "Do you have messages?" Emily opened her folder with shaking hands. "Yes, Mom." Patricia's smile faded for half a second. That's when everything changed. Emily handed over printed text messages. Judge Judy read silently. The room felt frozen. Then she looked up. "Ms. Carter, Patricia writes here, 'I'll pay you Friday, I swear.' Then Friday comes and you ask again. She writes, 'Don't pressure me. You don't know what real responsibility feels like.'" Emily nodded, eyes watery. Judge Judy turned to Patricia. "Did you write that?" Patricia lifted one shoulder, "Probably. But she was being disrespectful." There it was. The word she kept coming back to, respect. Not payment, not agreement, not responsibility. Respect. Patricia's entire defense was built around the idea that because she was older, louder, and a mother, she deserved obedience. Judge Judy's voice sharpened. "Respect is not payment. Respect doesn't cancel a debt." Patricia sat up straighter. "With all due respect, Judge, young people today don't understand community. I trusted her with my children, and instead of being grateful, she dragged me to court." A few people in the courtroom shifted uncomfortably. That line was powerful, but deeply manipulative. Patricia was framing Emily as cruel for asking to be paid. This is emotional reversal. The person who caused harm tries to become the victim. Judge Judy didn't blink. "She should be grateful that you didn't pay her?" Patricia opened her mouth, then closed it, and then silence. Emily then described the damage. She said Patricia's children broke a tablet, spilled juice on a couch, and drew with marker on the wall while Patricia was 2 hours late picking them up. Patricia shook her head. "Kids are kids. If she couldn't handle children, she shouldn't have agreed." Judge Judy's face changed. Not anger. Something colder. "You left your children with her 11 hours a day, didn't pay her, came late, and now your position is that she should have handled it better?" Patricia looked toward the audience like she expected support. Nobody gave it. Her confidence was starting to collapse, but she tried one more tactic. moral superiority. I raised my kids to be strong, Patricia said. I don't let anyone talk down to me. And honestly, Judge, I feel disrespected in this room. Judge Judy placed the papers down slowly. That was the viral moment. You feel disrespected? She said. Madam, you came into my courtroom owing money, blaming the person who helped you, and using motherhood like a shield against accountability. Patricia's eyes widened. Judge Judy continued, Being a mother does not give you permission to cheat people. The courtroom was dead silent, but the biggest reveal hadn't happened yet. Emily quietly said, Your Honor, she wasn't working double shifts. Patricia turned her head fast. Excuse me? Emily pulled out another page. She told me she needed childcare for work, but she was posting online the whole time. Judge Judy took the papers. The screenshots showed Patricia at restaurants, nail appointments, shopping trips, even a weekend getaway. One post had a caption, Finally free from the kids for the day. A low gasp moved through the courtroom. Patricia's face changed completely. The calm mother act disappeared. Her jaw tightened. Her eyes went sharp. Judge Judy read one screenshot aloud. Living my best life while someone else handles the chaos. Emily wiped a tear from her cheek. I saw that after she told me she couldn't pay because rent was due. Now the psychology was clear. Patricia hadn't just avoided payment. She had created a false emergency to gain sympathy. She used guilt as currency. Judge Judy looked at Patricia. You lied. Patricia snapped. I needed a break, and she needed to be paid. Judge Judy fired back. Patricia's voice rose. You don't understand what it's like being a mother with everyone judging you. Judge Judy's tone dropped lower. I understand exactly what this is. The courtroom suddenly felt different. You didn't want help, the judge said. You wanted control. You wanted this young woman to feel guilty enough to serve you for free. And when she asked for what you promised, you called her disrespectful. Patricia looked down for the first time. That's the moment overconfident people fear most. Not punishment. Exposure. Judge Judy calculated the unpaid childcare, the tablet damage, and partial property damage. Then she looked at Emily. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of wetting $800. Emily exhaled like she had been holding her breath for weeks. Patricia muttered, Unbelievable. Judge Judy heard it. What's unbelievable, she said, is that you confused kindness with weakness. Patricia froze. And that final sentence landed harder than the judgment, because this case was never just about babysitting money. It was about a woman who believed emotional pressure could replace responsibility. She demanded respect from everyone, but gave none back. She wanted the courtroom to see her struggle, but the evidence revealed her choices. Emily walked out quietly, still emotional, but standing taller than when she came in. Patricia walked out with no smile, no performance, and no audience on her side. And in the end, Judge Judy made one thing clear. Respect is not something you demand after breaking your word. Respect is something you earn when nobody is forcing you to do the right thing.